Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Lioness Moon Intuitive Tarot. My name is Sarah. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to do a reading for the sign of Taurus. This is going to be for the end of June 2025. I specifically read tarot for the purpose of understanding timelines, how to navigate through timelines, potentially even knowing how to jump certain timelines is how I read tarot, especially if I'm doing a Celtic cross, which is not what we're doing today. But I just wanted to preface my reading by letting you know that, almost as a disclaimer. Don't expect any fairy tale fantasies here, because you're probably not getting that. So Taurus, we are doing a feeling spread for you today. Keep in mind this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates, leave out what does not. We are going to get the theme of your reading before we start. The theme, I'm going to pull this card off camera just because of some of the imagery in this deck. We've got death and rebirth and wild woman. So there's something that's coming to an end, or there's something part of yourself that may be coming to an end. This may be the part of you that is a little bit, somebody who lives a little bit more on the edge here. You may be somebody who's been living on the edge, or just being a little bit more of a thrill seeker, adventurer. That part of you may be coming to an end, or this may be something that you've been dealing with that's coming to an end here. We're going to find out. All right, what else is here? Can we get more on the theme of this reading before we start, Spirit? For the sign of Taurus, there's somebody who you have, there's a loyal heart here. Loyal heart. So there's somebody who you're connected to where you've got a loyal heart, but come to the edges here. So whatever this, okay, so this is it. You're in a connection with somebody right now who, it's whatever this is, you actually manifested this because of the fact that you may have been making you were coming from the place of somebody who was making poor choices. You may have been looking for a thrilling adventure, or I don't know. But it does look like whoever this is that you connected to, even though things have been kind of precarious with that come to the edge card, it looks like the two of you have a loyal heart to each other. So there may just be there may be an ending here. We're going to find out as we unfold this. Or it just may mean that there's something about yourself or this person that may need to come to an end in order for this whole situation to be reborn. So we're going to find out more. All right, Spirit. We're pulling energies for the sign of Taurus for the end of June 2025. The moon in reverse wants to come out. There's something that was unknown that is coming to light. We'll see if that comes back out in the spread. Cut the deck in 3, so mote it be. All right. So your person's feelings for you, Taurus, is the Temperance. That is major for Sagittarius. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. This is somebody who wants to reconcile with you, maybe bring things back into balance, as things have been maybe a little bit on edge here. Maybe things have been a little wild. It looks like things have been very rooted in adventure, thrill seeking. Whoever this is wants to bring this back to balance nonetheless. This person's perception of you is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Taurus, you're upset with this person. Whoa, be careful. Don't mess with Taurus. This person is scared of you right now, probably. I mean, that the Queen of Swords in reverse is somebody who, they're seeing you as somebody who's very scathing with them right now. Maybe they feel like they've upset you in some way, and there's been issues here. Their behavior and actions is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. So this person isn't coming in to really fulfill you in any way. This is somebody who maybe isn't really fulfilling their duties in this connection the way you feel like they need to be, and maybe that's why you're showing up in this energy here, Taurus. Your feelings for this person is the Six of Wands. Well, it looks like you see like that there could be victory and success here. Obviously, we're going to clarify all of this and find out. The obstacle and blockage, we've got the Five of Wands in reverse. There's something about cooperation specifically by, it looks like it could be cooperation by overcoming some level of jealousy or combativeness in this connection, meaning specifically that there may have been other people involved here, or it just may mean that the two of you are very combative with each other altogether. The advice, we've got the Emperor. Obviously, the Emperor represents husband, father, could also be just somebody taking charge, taking the lead. Somebody wants to maybe come in and make this connection work by overcoming this issue of combativeness here. It looks like they're coming in pretty strong here. We're going to find out what that means when we clarify, because that is very nebulous at the moment. And the outcome is the Fool. The Fool, Aquarius energy. It looks like you may be embarking on some sort of new beginning here. You may decide to take this leap of faith after all, Taurus. And we've got here that the overall energy of your connection is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This has been this is kind of, whatever this is has slowed down to a halt. Things may be on hold or on pause here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, but after things have been on pause, somebody's coming towards you with the Chariot and making an offer because they love you. This is somebody who sees that, this person sees you as somebody who's very loving and compassionate and this person loves you a lot. So it looks like things have been on pause for a lot of you in this connection, because there's been something going on here. There's been some fighting, there's been some arguments, there have been issues. And it looks like this has brought out a side in yourself that it may not be a side of yourself that you're used to seeing, Taurus. Whoever this is feels like they feel totally loyal to you, but I am seeing with that Come to the Edge card that things have been pretty precarious. So we'll see what Spirit has to say as we continue to clarify this reading. Their feelings for you is the Temperance. The Temperance, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse trying to jump out of the deck. The Ten of Cups. This person's feelings for you is that they want... Okay, so here's what I've got, okay, Taurus? I'm going to just say it. This is exactly what came to my mind as soon as I saw this. Whoever this is may have been a very difficult energy to deal with. And so this is what has put you in this energy of just feeling very off-balanced yourself. And so you may have decided, like, I'm done with this person. I'm finished with this person. I'm not committed to this at all. And in their recognition that you're not committed to this connection, they've decided that you are actually their happily ever after, and they're starting to come to this realization. So it does look like, for some of you, I am seeing that there may have been something else involved here that kind of came between you and whoever this is. This doesn't mean that there was another person necessarily, or if it is another person, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's another romantic connection. But this person is strategizing, coming in towards you to reconcile because they see you as their happily ever after, and they are willing to pull that wedge right out of this connection. Whatever it is that came between you and this person, it could be even career stuff. They're willing to try and remove that wedge. They're coming in to communicate with you. They are coming in as a page, though. But there is still going to be some level of confusion here, Taurus. I'm just going to let you know they're not being totally honest. We see the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups both showing up in the upright. Somebody's coming in to strategize making this work here. And it's only because it looks like you withdrew your energy to an extent. Why is the Temperance? Tell us more about this. Can we get the situation on this for Taurus? Yeah, they may see you as having retaliated against them, and this is what's drawing them to you. So be careful of that. I mean, obviously, Obviously, that denotes something to do with even them having wounds that they need to heal from. Because if that's something that's drawing them, then obviously there are probably issues about their need for validation from an energy like that we need to really consider. There is a love affair showing up here. I'm not necessarily saying that this person, not every one of you are dealing with that necessarily, but for a lot of you, I did see that Three of Swords in reverse. This person is willing to come towards you and make things work. This person may feel like they needed to retaliate against you and have a love affair. And we do see divine feminine. Let's not get too hung up on genders, though. This is a general reading. And by the way, I do want to mention, if you feel like the roles are reversed here, feel free to reverse the roles. Okay, so your feelings is the Six of Wands. There's something that the Six of Wands has to do with victory and success. What's going on with you? Why is the Six of Wands here? It looks like you've been processing something. The Seven of Pentacles, that is your energy. That's Saturn and Taurus. You may be processing something over time, and you're releasing this burden. It looks like you're done with whoever this is right now. That's what's showing up here, or at least that's what it's been showing up as. Because whoever this is has been either very emotionally manipulative with you, meaning like they're like doing things like really shady things, like making you feel guilty for things you shouldn't feel guilty for, or, just trying to make you feel things that it's because they're trying to manipulate your emotional compass by controlling your mind, okay? Or this person just might be very emotionally unavailable. And you're like, you know what? I'm done with this. And it looks like for you, you've successfully released this burden. And it looks like you're in your energy of, you know what? Just a second. Yeah, no, it looks like, now we see the Temperance and the Page of Pentacles. You might be willing to actually make this, you may be open to understanding what this person has to say. I mean, I do see Temperance here, but you may have brought yourself back to a place of balance after feeling like, you know what, I just need to release this energy right now and get into my own confidence here with that Queen of Wands. All right, can we get the situation on the Six of Wands? I almost said Six of Swords. Six of Wands for Taurus, please. Yeah, because there's been a lot of emotions in this connection. So that's what I've got, okay? You've been dealing with a lot of emotions because you're being triggered by this person. That's why you're showing up as the Queen of Swords in reverse. Because you feel you're very frustrated by whoever this is. You're showing up as very frustrated and you're just ready to release this burden and get into your most confident energy. Why is the Queen of Swords? This person sees you as the Queen of Swords in reverse. Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse for Taurus? We've got the Temperance. You are this person does see you as somebody who they want to have balance with. You're balancing yourself out. You may know about whoever it is that they've been associating with. There may be another person, but it looks like you're trying to bring yourself back to a place of balance. Let me see here. We've got interesting. Okay, for some of you, Taurus, I'm getting here that almost like you have been in a state of confusion over where you stand with this person. And it looks like you feel like you're doing what is right now. And for some of you, I'm still trying to understand whether or not, I'm almost feeling, Taurus, like this person may have made you believe you were their person and really there was somebody else that they were involved with before. And there was, because I'm getting here that you may have been, that's what I'm seeing here. You're realizing something about you may have been somebody who was driving a wedge between these two, the Emperor and the Empress. I'm still trying to understand because the energy is looking very nebulous to me. I don't see this person necessarily as being your person. I'm seeing that there is a third party situation, but it looks like you inadvertently became the third party, not knowing because you were in a state of confusion with that Seven of Cups. This person wasn't being honest about something. Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse? That may not be the case for all of you. That's just maybe for some of you. I'm just saying it because I see it. I see children here. So this person may act childish, or there may be children involved here. This person may have children with somebody else, or this person may have children with you. You are in a state of, you're trying to survive and hustle here. Oh, here's what I've got. Okay, for some of you, okay, with I am seeing that there's something about your childhood here, that you're seeing a synchronicity. Okay, I'm just going to say it because I see it. This may not be the case for every single one of you. This person, you may be finding yourself while being connected to this person that you're in this constant state of survival. This person may not be good for you for your with regard to your finances. And whatever this is showing up because this may not have always been a problem for you. This person comes into your life and all of a sudden now you're having this issue. This may have been an issue in your childhood. Your parents may have had this problem and you're starting to see the synchronicities. You're starting to make some sort of connection between what it is you're experiencing here and some sort of distress that you had experienced in your childhood, and it was specifically related to survival and finances. That may not be the case for all of you. Okay, so the Nine of Cups in reverse is here as their behavior and actions towards you. Why is the Nine of Cups? They're coming in to not satisfy you at all, is what I'm seeing. I don't know that this is your person. It does look like you're loyal to each other, potentially. So the Seven of Wands, yeah. And the Lovers. The Knight of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands. Oh, that's not, I don't like, the Page of Wands in reverse is one of my worst. It's like one of the worst energies. It's really not a good energy. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so here's what I've got. This person is not emotionally fulfilling you whatsoever. Whoever this is not. This person is not romantic. This person is withdrawn emotionally. It's showing up here that it's almost like from one day to the next, you don't even know where you stand with this person. You don't trust this person. It looks like it's more of a situationship than it is a relationship right now. It also looks too, with that Page of Wands in reverse, you're dealing with an energy of if this isn't a child, that you're dealing with somebody who was likely either never redirected in childhood with regard to their really poor behavior. Like the Page of Wands in reverse is like a petulant, misbehaved child who is extremely aggressive and does not know how to communicate effectively. So if this is indeed a child, please redirect them before they become an adult and continue bringing this energy into their life, because it is very painful. But what I'm getting here is that all of a sudden you have found some sort of freedom from this energy, and it looks to me like this person, you've blocked this person, or you have set a boundary of some sort, gained some sort of freedom from this energy, and now all of a sudden this person's coming back in, but they're coming back in unchanged. Like this person wants to connect with you again, with the Lovers here. That is my plugged in card. I consider that to be more of a physical connection. All right, why is the Nine of Cups in reverse here? What's the situation? Tell us about the situation. History, whatever it is that you've gone through in history with this person, expect it again. They're going to repeat it. Oh, and whatever, okay, so any history that you've had with regard to commitment with this person, expect it to repeat. Or if you have been in committed relationships in the past and they have gone awry, expect that to repeat, okay? But it looks like this person does go ghost on you. That might be what you've been dealing with, is somebody who's a bit of a ghoster. So the challenge is the Five of Wands in reverse. Why is the Five of Wands in reverse when we've got the Six of Pentacles trying to jump out? That is your energy. Again, that is Moon in Taurus, Six of Pentacles. Somebody wants to overcome some sort of combativeness. Whoever this is this person is distributing their energies to more than one place. This may be more of a situationship for a lot of you. Here's what I've got. Okay, Taurus, you're being told that this relationship has perceivably come to an end. Okay. Now, you may be done with whoever this is, but whoever this is wants to come back in and restore balance with you here. This person may need something from you as well, although it is the Six of Pentacles that is in the upright here. So I'm seeing it as more of, you can't trust this person because they keep more than one energy involved. And it's almost like I'm getting almost like they're trying to diffuse the situation by not being honest about it. We do have the Three of Wands. We've got the Emperor showing up, the Justice, and the Chariot in reverse. Like I said, the Chariot's in reverse. It's almost like I'm getting that this Emperor may not be connected to you. This person may not be your Emperor, okay? Please don't get hung up on the gender. I am reading the Emperor as being your person, just because of how the energies have come out. What I'm getting here, Taurus, is that it is in your best interest to put an end to this right now, because it is what is fair. Because, like I said, we saw future. Expect what has happened in history to happen again. You need to potentially gain some sort of foresight, because it looks like whoever this is going to run back to. There's somebody else who they're connected to that you may not even know about. Yeah, they're gonna go ghost on you again. Crickets. So that's what Spirit's telling you. It's in your best bet to just remove that negativity from your life. And protect yourself. Protect yourself. Whatever this is that's going on too, when I see Archangel Michael show up, or any kind of really deep spiritual card show up, it could be that you were meant to learn this lesson. And a part of the lesson has to do with setting the boundary here. And it looks like this person's still going to remain loyal to you. So the advice is the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here for Taurus? Why is the Emperor here? We've got the Page of Pentacles. And the Magician in reverse. Oh, gee. Okay, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. This person is not being honest. This person is shape-shifting reality here. I'm just saying, like, I don't like this person's energy. I'm just going to say, Taurus, this person is not. I can understand why you're showing up as the Queen of Swords in reverse. Let's just say that. I'm not saying that we should be getting into that energy, but I think that it's very imperative that you try and get yourself out. And I think the way to do that is to cleanse your situation, remove this negativity, and move on. Because you're being told right now that when this person comes back in to communicate with you, they are still juggling you with somebody else. They're not being honest. They're being deceptive here. They're trying to control your mind here. And there we go. That's what I had said with that King of Cups in reverse. This person is trying to control your emotional compass by controlling your thoughts. This is a mind controller. The Magician is a shapeshifter. They're trying to control, and there you go. There's the Queen of Swords in reverse. There you are. And then you end up in this really, really angry, upset, scathing energy. And and I'm seeing it as, I just heard Spirit say it, so I'm going to say it. It's a part of you that is not normal without this person. Whatever it is that you're going through with this person, they're bringing something out in you that isn't who you normally are. But this may be something that you dealt with in childhood. This may have been a more normal energy for you, and this may be something that you need to come to terms with a little bit. That's all. And that might be why you needed to go through this. Why is the Emperor here? Oh yeah, here we go. There's family. This person may be somebody who you view as family. Oh yeah, no, this person does have an obsession. That does keep showing up here, but it is an extremely poisonous, toxic connection I am getting for a lot of you. This person feels like family to you because this is something that's familiar to you. This is familiar. This is something you've always, oh, sorry, I just hit the camera. This is something you've been familiar with. So we need to, but you may have gotten out of it and now you've been reintroduced to it because there's something about this that you need to come to terms with in order to grow past it. Okay. So the Fool is in the Fool is in the outcome. Why is the Fool here? The Fool. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to release this person and move in a new direction. It looks like, Taurus. That's it. You're gaining the clarity you need to do what you need to do. You're going to make the impartial decision. You're going to make this person your ex because they're not satisfying you. There's the Nine of Cups in reverse. There's no satisfaction. They're trying to emotionally manipulate, and they're totally emotionally disconnected from you. And they bring out that side in you that is very, very unhealthy and very, it's not a side of yourself that you want to be connected to. All right, can we get the Fool, more on the Fool here before we close this out? They are coming in unexpectedly, by the way. Somebody's coming in to try and talk to you. And there is this energy of feeling weighed down and chained down. So I do see journal here. Whatever it is that you're meant to learn from this person, you may want to keep notes on it. Whatever it is, you may end up actually writing something about this. For some of you, it does show up, so I'm going to mention it. But either way, you may want to take notes on this because there's something about this that you are meant to learn. It has to do with your history, your childhood, your whatever it is that's familiar to you. But you've been out of this energy and now history is coming back, creeping back in so that you can try to come to terms with something in yourself so that we can grow, right? So you've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Let's revisit this. So this is coming to an end because a part of you that may have been a little bit more of a thrill seeker, meaning there's something empty in yourself that you're trying to fulfill. This may be coming to an end, and as a result, there's been, like I said, living on because you've been in this energy, you've been really living on the edge. But no matter what, it looks like whoever this is going to have a loyal heart to you. Okay, and you may feel the same way about this person, but right now things have not been moving. But this person is coming towards you. I was getting that very strongly in this reading. This person's going to make you an offer because this person loves you. They love you, and it looks like you are going to make the most compassionate and loving decision that you need to make, not only for them, but for yourself as well, which is to remove yourself from this energy and get yourself back to a place of balance after feeling like you've been brought through the ringer, is what it looks like. So Taurus, that is your reading for the end of June 2025. Thank you so much for still being here. If you made it to the end, thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. And until I read you again, take care and bless.